say your name. Come on, Paul. Excuse me. Hey. Hey. Come on. Don't clap at me. Come here. Excuse you. Let's go. Kiki. She's like, I don't need my makeup. And now you want your makeup on too. You're like, I'm cute too.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start the hair and makeup portion of the night. Sorry for my voice once again. This is Tanya, and she has been doing hair and makeup for 18 years. She was also a teen mom, and she has supported both her children, one is 17 and 13, by doing her passion, what is hair and makeup. She is from the Northeast, like Connecticut, and she, like I said, she's been doing this since forever, and she really enjoys it, and it's truly her passion. So she's going to give us a few tips, and I'm going to be asking her some questions along the way. And if you guys have any questions, raise your hands, and we'll get you guys the answers. But this is Cindy, and she's our model for tonight. Cindy is about 7 months pregnant, and we all know how we felt when we were pregnant, and big. So, you know, gonna pep her up a little bit, make her feel hot all over again. Not that you're not hot right now, but.
Okay, so what we're doing is makeup for a job interview.
So we're doing professional makeup.
For professional makeup, as you can see, we already started with a little concealer. And you can tell that one side, you can already tell just a little concealer. And it's important that you take the time in the morning, or if you have a job interview or a job, that you look your best, that you look clean and fresh, because people like to see that. Okay?
I have a question. When we pick out a concealer, should we go to like a Walgreens, or should we go to a makeup counter in the mall and have them actually try one on?
Well, you can do a little bit of both. So if you're watching your wallet, you can go to a makeup counter, find a color that is better for you. Sometimes the lighter colors are too light. People think that a lighter color is going to cover the dark circles. Sometimes that's not necessarily true. Okay, so you need to really, sometimes a darker color will conceal better. So you can go to a makeup counter, look for a color, and then try to go match it up at the grocery store or at Walgreens or CVS. You can, if the color doesn't match and you save your receipt, those stores will take that.
Yeah, CVS takes that.
They take everything back. They take mascara if you don't like the lipstick, if you don't like the lip liner. If the concealer didn't work for you, they'll take it back. So that's great to know. I'm just going to do her under eye.
Now, for a concealer, is that just for under the eye, or do we put it on our entire face?
Yes. Concealer is for under the eyes and blemishes. So if you have a blemish that you're trying to cover, concealer gives a complete, full coverage. And you definitely don't want to put that all over your face.
Okay.
Okay?
Is that how we get the cake look?
And that's how we get the cake look.
Okay.
That's why concealer usually comes in that amount. And that will last you for like a year. That little bit of.
That's MAC, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not that long.
All day.
Some of us.
The older
you get, the more you need. Yeah.
If you're a little over half a year.
Yeah.
And do we put it on the entire eye, or just
Yes.
under?
Now you want it. There's little veins on the lids of your eyes, so you want to cover that as well. And then it'll also help your eyeshadow to stay longer. It'll allow it to last longer.
Do you guys have any questions? Just any general questions? No, not yet? Okay. Now for an eyeshadow, do we... Well, okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is, what would be your tips on how to buy makeup that is good makeup, but on a budget?
So back to my going to the makeup counter and then trying to match it up at maybe like a CVS or Walgreens. There are great lines. A lot of people don't know this, but L'Oreal owns Estee Lauder, and they also own MAC. So it's a good product. And you can either choose to purchase it at, at a higher price, or it is available at a lower price for you.
And Tanya knows what she's talking about, because she does makeup for magazines, photo shoots. She works at a salon right off of Sand Lake. It's called Rain. So she does it all. So, she's really good at what she does.
Okay, so there's our concealer. Then as you can see, I already done, sometimes you need to fill your eyebrow in a little. So I filled this eye for her. And you can see it's a big difference, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes we need to, like, our eyebrows are too short, we've shaved them or waxed them too much. So they really need to go in on an angle from the corner of your eye, and then it needs to match in that direction. Okay? So what I'm using, you don't have to go buy anything special. You can use your brown eyeshadow with a very small angled brush. And that way you don't have that penciled eyebrows. You don't want that look because that's not a, you know? So you can see like her brow looks very natural. It doesn't look penciled on.
We just sweep it across, or like we...
Yeah, I need to fill her in a little from here, in the corner, and then a little bit out.
Okay.
And then you just kind of draw it on.
So when we get our eyebrows done, I know that people have different tastes. Like, for instance, I obviously like my eyebrows thicker, you know, I need to get them done. You know, other people like them really thin. When we go get our eyebrows done, is there some, like, certain things we should be cautious of? Like, either if we get them threaded or waxed or shaved, about overdoing it when it comes to makeup?
Yes, you should definitely stay with the shape that your eyebrow is, not try to go in either direction too heavy. Like if your eyebrows aren't super thin, try not to thin them out too much. Okay, so kind of just stay with what you have naturally. And just enhance it. Makeup and hair is about enhancing what you already have. Okay, so if I'm a brunette, I'll never try to be a blonde because it's just not going to look good on me. And if there's few people that it does, but usually it doesn't. So you try to stick with colors that are natural to what you already have and just enhance it. Okay?
I'm glad I didn't dye my hair blonde.
If it was that short,
Yeah, that was definitely going to bleach it blonde.
that's a different story. And right now we're doing professional business looking, you know?
Yeah. Now for brushes, because I see that you keep like switching out the brushes.
Yeah.
Is it necessary to buy several different brushes?
Brushes do help. For example, the angle brushes, I love the tiny little angle brushes for the eyebrows. You can also use these brushes, wet them, and you can wet your shadows and turn your shadows into eyeliners. That way you can utilize this for your eyebrows, your eyeshadow, and an eyeliner. So you can use all that in one thing. Okay.
Tara.
Any questions? No? No? Okay. Cricket.
Okay, we're going to do a light foundation with a medium coverage.
And how do we make sure that the foundation is the right color for us?
Well, makeup counters and the makeup artists at the counters will help you with that. Yeah. And you just want a foundation, whether it's powder or liquid, you want it to really match the skin tone. You don't want your foundation to make you darker or lighter. If you want blush, you can use blush to add color on your cheeks, and you can add bronzer to get that golden sun-kissed look. But you don't ever want to do that with your foundation. Your foundation should match exactly like your neckline, okay?
And how long would you say it usually takes to do the professional makeup before an interview or something like that?
15 minutes tops.
15 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes. As you can see, we got the brows, the concealer, and it's already looking, this half of her face is already looking like a finished, polished, clean look is what you want. You don't want to overdo it, okay? Bye.